What's good? It's D.
Emma,
And welcome to the
podcast.
podcast.
Yeah,
All right, I just want to tell everyone I appreciate the love on the first video. We got a little bit of views on it. We're trying to go crazy. So, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to get this shit popping for real. We got our first video jitters out. Now we about to go crazy.
no, for sure. Now, for the expectations from our first video, we wasn't even thinking we was going to get the amount of views we got. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just make sure y'all subscribing as well. We would really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not just watching the video, but subscribing and turn notifications on so y'all know when we do start posting, because we're trying to get a routine of posting every week. You know what I'm saying?
Because not only is it helping us, it's helping you too. You want to see some good ass content, we're going to keep putting it out if y'all fucking with it. So
make sure I want to know how y'all week was. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get into more talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? We regular people just like y'all for real. So shit, y'all put in the comments if y'all watched the whole video, how y'all day was, what y'all did today. Y'all did anything crazy. You know what I'm saying? Put in the comments, anything productive.
If anybody's seen The Last of Us, anybody fucking with a new show or something like that, just put it in. Maybe we can talk about it one week or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
You got anything going on, Mo?
Shit, only thing I got going on, man, couple interviews, I ain't gonna lie. I got an interview really today for like 12. But I'm gonna get there. But we gotta knock this podcast out the way, you know what I'm saying?
Oh God. Yeah.
I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Now, if real talk though, like we really appreciate all the love on the first video.
For everyone that posted it, everyone that fucked with it, yeah, for real. That shit was tight out. Like he said, I was not expecting what we got out of it. So, yeah. And hopefully we just keep building off that.
And it's still going up too. That's the thing. It's still going up. It's still going crazy. Yeah. Yeah, right now we just, we just on some chill stuff right now. We about to get into some topics in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I got some topics that we came up with and some opinions from what people seen from the last podcast that we get into. We just get the ball rolling today. Okay.
Speaking of let's talk about The Last of Us, nigga. Let's talk about So like I was the other day, remember when I called you and I was telling you about that shit that I found out?
Yeah.
So kind of find out that fungi in cordyceps is what it's called, and The Last of Us is like, well, obviously it's real. So I don't know if any spoilers ahead, but if you have seen at least the first episode of Last of Us, at the very beginning, there was a scientist talking about some fungi that takes over ants and basically zombifies them. So then that way they find the whole colony and take it over, right? So basically they're saying that if the fungi ever, over time mutated or evolved to be in a warmer climate, because that fungi can only function between 77 and 86 degrees, that it more than likely could take over humans. And then that when that fungi evolves and mutates to one organism, it stays on that one organism. So nothing else will be affected but us. So that shit is real life.
Like zombies. I ain't gonna lie.
That shit is real life. And then they're saying that there's like 600 other fucking fungi that we need to be worried about other than that one. Because they say we way too focused on that fucking COVID, nigga. We need to be focused on this shit now, because I want to see vaccines for this shit going crazy. Even if they can't find one, I want to see some research on someone finding something, because I am not trying to walk around a building and see a fucking zombie running at me. Like I told you,
imagine a clicker running
at me, I'm killing myself.
I ain't gonna lie. If I saw a clicker and it was running at me in the dark, it's over. I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna say goodbye.
No, that shit is wild.
If there was a zombie apocalypse, I don't know. Like, I'm definitely gonna have to forward up for getting everything I can.
Oh,
water, canned goods.
But like I said, it depends though. Like, it depends on what type, because you got the World War Z zombies, You got you got the Walking Dead zombies. You got the Resident Evil zombies. You remember that big buff fucker, the one in the
Nemesis.
red, the black outfit. I can't remember his name, but you got them zombies, bruh. If it was The Walking Dead, it'd be Slight. I ain't never getting
No, that's
touched.
slight. That's slight. We gotta
I
watch
ain't
out for
never
the World
getting
War
touched.
Z.
Yeah.
They be running for real. I ain't gonna. They can run, jump. They working together. Nah. If I see zombies like that, I'm not gonna lie. It's over. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah.
Myself.
And if we do be trying to stay alive, if I fuck with you and you fall, I'm gone. I'm doing the dash. I don't give a fuck. They can get you.
Look, I'm gonna be real. If we running from some zombies and somebody fall, like a scary movie, you know they be in a scary movie, somebody fall and be like, dang, like really? They just did that?
Oh, I gotta stop.
Like, it depends how much I fuck with you. Like, if I fuck with
I
you,
don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro, because it might not be worth,
Now, if it's World War Z zombies, I'm sorry.
Nah, if it's Walking Dead zombies, no, you straight. I'm gonna pick your ass. If I gotta carry you, I'll pick your ass up and carry you. But if it's World War Z's where them man's they doing 3-second 40-yard dashes, I'm gone.
Every zombie is like Usain Bolt in that mother. Like, no, I cannot do it. I'm sorry. You failed. I'm sorry you fuck. I'm just sorry for the loss. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
Mama, I love you. P.O.P. I will die.
I'm gonna remember you till I die. But like, I'm not stopping. I can't afford
I'm
it.
not either, bro.
I can't afford
it. You need to tie your shoe, bro. You have it. You go ahead. You better hope. You better hope I'm around that corner when you push it, because I ain't gonna be there if they coming.
And GG's in the chat. Just straight GG's. It's over. I'm sorry. We're gonna catch y'all later.
Man saluted like he was rest in peace, head ass.
No, but yeah, man, them zombies is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Think about The Walking Dead, bro. I never even took the time to watch it, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah, you was telling me that shit was good until about, I say, like season. I can't. I think it was season 10 when the main character got out the show. That shit was good. But
people tell me it's good, but I just don't know to check
I
it
have
out.
the comic books, so I got the comic books, so I read them before I even watched the show. So I already knew what it was gonna. It's a lot different though than the comic books.
Hey, this is off topic. This is something totally different. But if y'all watch anime, y'all need to check out Blue Lock. I am not gonna count.
On God, that shit.
Blue Lock is the truth. That shit will help you. I was telling you. But you watch. Look, I'm gonna say you watch Blue Lock. You gonna want to play soccer. A soccer god. I'm telling you. Just watch it. I'm telling you. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even gonna spoil it. Check it out.
And if you don't fuck, you don't even have to fuck with soccer. This show is still good as fuck. It's still good as fuck.
Isagi, I have to correct my vision.
I gotta put the puzzle pieces in there.
The formula for my goal.
My weapon. Everyone has their own weapon. What is mine?
No, the anime is goated. I'm not gonna count.
Nah, it's
some new stuff to watch for real.
Definitely recommend that shit for sure.
Just a little bit of topics, man. Let's talk about some vapes, bro.
Vapes.
Let's talk about
vapes.
Vapes.
Well, what you got to say about them shits? Because you vape, so
yeah, I'm saying like I don't look. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not finna just sit up here and bash vapes like I don't vape. Y'all can obviously see the last video I was vaping in the last video. But all I'm gonna say is if y'all do that, just be mindful. Because there is a lot of cases of people coughing up blood with that, you know what I'm saying? And actually going into like the hospital because of a vape. A vape's honestly like, I'm not gonna say it's as bad as a cigarette, but in a sense it is. Like it really can affect your health. So just be mindful what y'all putting in our bodies.
I did used to vape for a little bit, but then because everyone, a lot of things are just you yourself, like your mind, like if you feel like you don't feel good, sometimes you may not feel like, sometimes your body may not your body may be fine, but just because you got in your head that you feel sick, you're gonna feel sick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like something like that. It's like some people are like, oh, I need it. The nicotine, it mellows me out. It's like that's only your head. Like there was times where, I was fiending, like I couldn't even set it down. And then I just was like, you know what? I need to find something else to like keep me focused, occupied. And then slowly over time, it was like becoming more like a thing. Like now I don't even need, like, I don't even touch it. I don't even look at it when I go into the gas station or a smoke shop. I don't even touch it.
That's like weed, honestly, bro. Because like, for instance, like people who smoke weed, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to bash anybody. Everybody do what they want to do. But I'm just saying for is like if you smoke weed and you put that in your body, yeah, like you having fun, yeah, you enjoying it. But at the same time, you run out of that, then what you doing? You hitting up the plug, you hitting somebody up to get that again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of takes over, you know.
Yeah, so like
Unless you have like self control. If you feel like if you can take breaks, like I feel like that's really really good because it's like you don't rely on it. Like if you don't like if there's people, but if you, I mean, I'm not gonna bash nobody, but like you said, but if you getting high like every day, like you need to find something in life that makes you happy because that shit is like to a point it gets unhealthy. Like it's
no
like,
facts. It just makes a lot of things unproductive. You
well,
know.
and another thing too is like especially when I'm around people, I try to be like the realest version of me, like 100% all the time, especially. But like if you're out of your mind all the time, toasted, faded, shit like that, it's like you're not really you. Like you're kind of just like, especially if you want to go hang out with somebody or like hang out with people, there's some like when I would smoke and go hang out with people, it was like I was just there. I wasn't really there to hang out. I was just there. So I mean, but if that's what you do every day, go ahead. I mean, I still hit shit here and there, but I'm not doing it every day. Like I'm not coming home and thinking, oh, this doobie about to hit. Like no, like
Yeah, just I'm gonna say y'all do that, you know, like anything, just be safe, be careful. But like if you're always smoking or putting that in your body, it's like people put you in that category. It's like when somebody's like, I don't smoke, I'm not one of them. When they're like, they're not one of them, they're already putting you in a category of you're like, okay, this person's a smoker, so I'm gonna put them in this category. And they already have their opinions about somebody that smokes. So like when you're talking to somebody that doesn't smoke, and it's like you're trying to be like, okay, you're trying to see where they're coming from. But like they already have their gist of okay, this person smokes, they're unproductive, they're lazy, they're a slacker, they're already in, you know what I'm saying? So just be mindful about when you smoke, if you are smoking, just make sure you're safe because everything, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things that you put in your body, even with weed, because there's a lot of people lacing that shit.
uh-huh.
A lot of people are dying from stuff. They don't even know what's really in what they're putting in their body. So just be mindful about that.
Basically just I wouldn't say trust everybody, but if you're gonna get it from someone reliable. Like that, you know, I mean, it may be hard, especially in certain places, it's hard, but it's
Don't be
always
drinking like garbage.
yeah, exactly. I feel like it's always better to try and find somebody through somebody because then and if they've been fucking with that person for a while, then yeah. But I feel like, especially now, it's definitely scary to try and fuck with somebody you never fucked with before. So
No facts.
yeah.
I'll just be careful out there. You know what I'm saying?
God,
Not really gonna talk about alcohol. Yeah, we all know all about
we know
alcohol.
what that does. That's the leading killer, one of the leading killers in America. Like that shit. That shit.
Like if you drink, you drink. I'm not a drinker. I just don't drink. You know what I'm
Neither
saying?
am I.
I
I
never
don't
found
fucking.
that enjoyable.
I don't.
But
I don't hate nobody who does it. Like you do. You do you. But I'm not.
okay.
I'm not. I'm
That's
not.
not me.
Yeah. I'm not. Let's crack one with the boys. No, that's not me. I'm not doing none of that shit. Oh God.
No, facts. So facts. Yeah. So just make sure y'all careful out there. You know what I'm saying? Got
Now,
some more
now,
topics today.
now, watch this shit. Watch this shit. We're gonna be talking about this shit, and then a whole bunch of shit gonna be popping up on my shit about alcohol and like on TikTok they're gonna be like, look, this person died from this person died from that. Watch,
No
watch.
offense.
What happened? They be watching this shit. They be watching.
I definitely gotta be careful. TikTok, they working with the government for they watching y'all. They watching
Not even
everything.
our government. They working with the Chinese government. Oh God, that is a Chinese ran app. They found stuff in the data. They mine shit out of the data, saying like there was all types of shit that they found. And it's crazy that like I say that, but I still be getting on TikTok. Like it's like I know all this shit, but it's like I just can't not get on TikTok. Like if even if I don't get on it for a day, someone sends me something from TikTok. Like there'll be times where I'm not even thinking about that shit, and then I get a TikTok, and I'm like, "Fuck," I gotta watch it. Like, I gotta see what they fuck. Like, is it gonna be funny or some shit?
Now TikTok is really in everybody's life nowadays. And you wasn't wrong with the Chinese, bro. Like y'all gotta just be everything really just be mindful nowadays. Cause yeah, like if think about it, if the Chinese is really working with TikTok and they make everything like you look on your back of your clothes made in China. You know what I'm saying? They're doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? A lot that people aren't even knowing about. And even when
Even if it don't say made in China, it could be sold in China. It could be manufactured in China, but they have somebody else put their name on it. It's like we're basically run in another country. Basically, we're running off another country.
yeah, for sure.
Another thing, like I hate to be all political and shit, but we gotta be watching this. The U.S. Treasury just put out a thing that we hit our debt limit, 31.6 trillion. So if you see gas going up, that's why gas is going up because we're running out of money. We're about to be in a recession, my guy. So I don't know if anybody been in the store, but I've been in the store. There ain't no
Oh
milk,
yeah.
bread, milk, or eggs.
Everything's
Nothing.
going up.
Yeah.
Eggs going up, chicken going up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of prices is going up and it's just really going under people's noses. You know what I'm saying? So just be mindful. Like if y'all greedy, y'all hoes be mindful
Yeah,
because
don't
it's
be
going
like
up
COVID,
before.
bro. Don't be like fucking COVID, bro. Where y'all was stealing all the fucking toilet paper and they couldn't even wipe his
No,
ass.
no,
He's really going stupid over some fucking toilet paper, bro.
no, God. They say lockdown,
Like
everybody get
if you get
everything.
tell me right now, if you get sick, what the fuck is that toilet paper gonna do for you? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Okay, yeah, you got the diarrhea, you need to go wipe your
He
ass
said
and
I can
shit.
wipe
But
my ass.
what is 85 rolls of toilet paper gonna do for you at the end of the day? Nothing. You cannot put that shit in your mouth and the COVID go away or any sickness, bro. You do not need that much fucking toilet paper, bro. It is not that deep.
Because this recession is gonna happen. All I gotta say is if y'all going in the store, just get what y'all got to get at that point.
And get it now because it's about to be crazy.
Make sure y'all just forward up. For real.
Another thing too, jobs. You gotta be if you got a job, make sure that shit unlocked because they're gonna start laying off people here soon. So
No, definitely.
yeah. So
That's already going on too. A lot of people are losing their
yeah.
job and they can't provide for their family, their homes, you know. It's almost like a daily thing at this point. We're just
Yeah.
not seeing it as much because it's like
Well, another
we're
thing too
forced to
is
do
that
other things.
where I work is I see a lot of, especially being like a boss, it's like you see a lot of like there's a lot of people who just don't want to work. Like they just don't like they want to live off the government. They want benefits, all that.
Refunds.
Yeah. They don't want to help themselves basically. So it's like
You just can't help people who don't want to help themselves, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
exactly.
There's only so
Exactly.
much you can do. There's only
Yeah.
so much you can do, but if they don't want help for themselves, and that's with life too. Like if somebody doesn't want help for themselves, like and you try to help them, there's only so much you can do until they have like a wake up call. And then usually when they have that wake up call, it's too late. You know what I'm saying they wasn't woke at that moment. It was like, damn, okay, I need to get my shit together. But it's already too late at that point.
People really don't. Sometimes people don't. You put a hand out, they don't reach and grab. they just let you walk away. So, and nowadays it's easy to do that, especially I feel like a lot of people, they don't want help. They feel like they can do everything themselves, but that's not the case, you know. So just help yourself, better yourself for you, not for nobody else. I mean, unless you got a family, but think you gotta help yourself.
Nah, for real. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it's okay to help people. Like, that's not what we're trying to get at. Like, it's okay to help people. Like,
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, if you're helping people more than you're helping yourself, like, because everyone wants to achieve something. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a better person. Well, I would hope so. I would hope somebody wants to be a
Yeah.
better person for themselves, but at the same time,
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I done talked to a couple people who in a situation that they try to come up with a whole bunch of excuses, just like what we was talking about before we got on this shit.
No, for real. So just make sure y'all help yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way you can help somebody else if you're not good yourself. That's another thing. Like we were saying, like what we was just talking about with that mental healthness. You know what I'm saying? Like if, for instance, like if you're in a relationship, we just got off the phone talking to one of our friends who's going through something. So if you're having mental health problems and you're trying to give your all to somebody else, you can't give your all if you're not even 100
It's not
yourself.
gonna work at all. That 9 times out of 10, that's just a bad situation to be in. And I mean, you can't be mad at them, and you can't be mad at yourself. It's just like I say, it's to better you. You want to be the best version of yourself every day. You don't want to look. You don't want to. You don't want to wake up in 20 years from now and be like, shit. Like, I wish I could have done a whole bunch of things different back then, and now I'm stuck in a spot that I don't want to be in just because you didn't change one thing in your lifestyle back then. So it's like if you're in a, like you say, if you're in a relationship that you can't be in, it's best to just it may not, it may hurt you, it may be like frightening, sad, but you gotta, sometimes you gotta let go, and if they down to fuck with you after, then it's meant to be. But 9 times out of 10, if you let somebody go and you try to come back, they don't, they're gonna have somebody else, and that's just the way it works.
Just don't live with regret. Just don't live with regret for real. It's like how you hear the old heads be like, back in my day, I could have been a football star. Like, you
shouldn't have blown both.
That's not regret, but like
both your knees out, buddy. Come on now.
And you just can't let one. That's another thing. Like even when something doesn't go your way, just don't let it affect you. You still gotta like keep high spirits. That's
There's
another.
always a solution to a problem. Always.
I'm saying even something minor, just you can't let that define the rest of the like path that you gotta go on. It's something minor. Okay, you learn from that experience, then boom. Okay, when something like that comes along again, you're prepared. You're ready for it.
And I was just talking to another person the other day about this. I was like, because they like, some lame, not, I won't say name, but they don't like life. It's like, the way life is, it's like there's always ups and downs. There's always the bad and the good. But most times the good is always better than the bad. So if you just make it through the bad, when you get to the good, it's going to be 10 times better than how bad the bad was. It's just that down is going to feel so in the past, so behind you when you get up, because it's just like the being up is 10 times better than being down. And it's always going to happen. It's just like the stock market, that shit always going up and down. It can be good, it can be bad for a really long time, and be good for a short time, and then be bad again, but then it could be good for a really long time. But it's just the way that shit works. I mean, it's just, you just got to go with the flow. Basically, if you need help, get it. If you feel like you can't better yourself in any way, you got to get help. You cannot dwell on things that don't need to be dwelled on. You can't dwell on yesterday. You need to build off tomorrow.
I'm saying learn every day. Just learn something new. Like if you've been through something, if you seem like you don't have no one to talk to, like there's people you can talk to. Like, of course it's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy. Like if you go around life thinking everything is easy, like, and you just don't go through hardships, you're not gonna appreciate when you had to, okay, like you had to grind and get this, and then boom, like once you get it, you're so appreciative from the journey you went on. Some people don't think of the journey, like they just think of the ending result. Those people that you look up to, they went through that same journey. So it's like you just got to keep high spirits. Don't let something so like small or irrelevant determine like what you got to do.
Yep, exactly. You know, you see, like not famous, but athletes. You know, like most of them, like 85-90% of them, like something happened in their life at a time where they didn't think it was going to work out, or it was just like the outcome shouldn't have been what it was. But then they, you know, they worked hard, they kept doing what they were supposed to do, and they got out of it. And they built off that bad. Like I said, they put they put yesterday behind them and built off tomorrow. So
just remember the grind. That's all I can tell y'all. Like if y'all going through something right now, just remember the grind. Okay. That's all you need to think about. It's gonna be hard. It's not expected to be easy, but just don't lose focus of the grind. You know,
like,
the realest thing.
It's like climbing a mountain. It's like climbing a mountain. It's ugly, rigid, you know, terrible. The climb is terrible. But when you get to the top, it's beautiful. Just think about it like that. When you get to the top, it's beautiful. It's peaceful. It's serene. You just got to work for it.
Y'all want to be in that fancy yacht? Y'all gotta get up. Gotta get on that grind. You know what I'm saying? I want to smoke them cigars.
Especially nowadays, it's so easy to start something nowadays. I mean,
oh, yeah, it's so easy to make bread nowadays. There's so many like ways to get money in this generation, but it's like, okay, what's the excuse?
Yeah.
Like, what's the excuse now? What's this excuse? Like, you just gotta go get it. Like, the realest thing I've heard is you have to do what you gotta do to do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And it's like everyday life. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be hard, but that's another thing. Just make sure you surround people with a little bit of the same aspects of same inspiration you got. If you want to run it up, you want to make bread, and you with some people that you know every day they slacking, every day they just gassing, they not doing this, they not on your time, and like, yeah, that's true. And they're like, the people you're with is gonna affect you, because if you're with winners or people who want to do better, you're gonna want to do better. If you're just with people who don't got the same goals as you and just want to do this, want to drink all day, want to party all day, like that's not, like, you can still keep them around, but you just need, you know what I'm saying, you need some more friends.
Yeah, I heard a saying, it was like, if you're the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. Basically, if you're the smartest in the room, you're in the wrong room. If you're doing the best in the room, you gotta get into a room where people are doing better, so you can motivate yourself. You know, you understand what I'm trying to say? Like, you don't want to
learn. You can't be in a room smart. Yeah. You're not learning.
Yeah. Well, it's like you don't want to be like athletes, for instance, like superstar athletes or billionaires. Like, they've always done one thing and then also learned how to do multiple things. You know, take athletes for example. You know, it's like they may have had one skill to help them get to where they were, but they've learned different things at the time from other people. You know, from people who were better than them. You know, you could take LeBron for example. You know, he grew up watching Michael Jordan, a great. So he took what he was good at, and he took knowledge and things that someone else did and put it into himself to be able to be a better version of himself. So he didn't, you know, some people especially in high school when they play sports. You know, they don't think, oh, I'm small, I'm not fast enough, I can't be good. You know, that's not the case. If just like you don't ever want to be the best person in the room. It may feel good to be the best person in the room, but you don't want to be, because then you've surpassed everybody, and then there's nothing more to do. You're just
It's not
there.
gonna push you.
Yeah. It's not gonna you're not gonna be motivated.
It's almost like having a rival. Like you got a rival.
Yeah.
Think of Dragon Ball. Think of Goku and Vegeta. Think of Vegeta. We all know
He always wants even no matter how much Goku gets more powerful, he still wants to be better than him, no matter what.
for the people
No
who
matter
don't know
what.
what Dragon Ball is, I'm definitely going to put a clip or a link for y'all to check it out so you can see what we're
This
talking
man Goku will be smacking Vegeta around, literally smacking him around, and this man will be still want to be more like will still think that he can get more powerful than Goku, and he's the strongest character out of any anime.
No, think of man, Goku be going crazy.
Yeah, he do be going crazy, and I don't even really like Dragon Ball Z, and I hope I don't get hate for that shit, but
no, somebody gonna say so, most definitely.
And it's not my preferred anime. But
yeah, moral what we're trying to say is just make sure, look, you don't want to, you can be the best. That's not what we're saying. We're not saying you can't be the best. You know what I'm saying? If you have your craft and you work on your craft, of course you're going to be the best, but make sure you surround yourself with people who are better than you so they can help you get to the next level. If you're just with people who are not under your level but are not helping you surpass your limits and not helping you break through what you need to do, then it's not
why do you think millionaires only hang out with other billionaires and millionaires? Because they got to the top. They don't want to hang out with somebody at the bottom, because they know that, you know, if they hang out with somebody at the bottom, they've already surpassed what that person is going through. So there's no way that they can better themselves if they hang out with someone at the bottom. So like I've been wanting to talk to you about this for a little bit, and it's been on my mind, because especially when I was younger, you know, a lot of adults would always tell me, like, you know, high school was their best days, like they missed that shit. So I wanted to ask you, now that we're both out of high school and we've been out for a little bit, like especially you doing, I mean, I didn't go to college, but I know you've been doing some of college. So like, would you say you miss high school?
Honestly, nah. I'm not gonna say I miss high school. And I know how like people be like, yeah, they miss it, but it's just like the people when they saw people at the time, friends at the time. But like even high school now, it's different because like when we was coming out of high school, it was like COVID, you know, it
Yeah.
was lockdown, so we didn't even get to walk the stage when we was in high school. So people now it's like
I didn't get I got a fake walk the stage, but it wasn't like, I mean, it was recorded. Like it wasn't nothing crazy. It wasn't like not like other kids, you know, I didn't get to sit with my whole class, like nothing like that. Like we got out the car, walked that fake ass stage, and then we got back in the car.
you know,
And
shit, we was just outside the car.
now, because I work at a high school now, so it's like I see the way kids be acting, like it's like that on the computer stuff, like it mess with these kids nowadays, especially because it's like they be doing some wild ass shit. Like I had one kid. I mean, I didn't know who it was, but I went to the bathroom one day. Someone pissed in a Ziploc bag, zipped it up, taped it to the toilet, and then wrote on the bag "piss bag." And then
No,
another day, a teacher found another one with shit in the Ziploc bag. Yes, and they wrote "shit bag" on it. I am not lying. They take the whole rolls of toilet paper out of the toilet paper holder and throw that bitch in the toilet.
That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. That's too crazy. For real.
Like that shit is so wild. I'm like, what the, like these are high school kids. If my mom ever got a call or my dad got a call saying that I was throwing the fucking toilet paper in the whole, not just like taking it, unraveling it. They're taking the whole roll out of the thing and throwing it in the toilet. I wouldn't be. I would have to go to school standing up because my ass would be tore up so bad if my mom ever heard some shit like that.
No,
And
God.
these are high school kids, bruh. Like they don't know how to act.
That's like beyond childish. That's some other shit. I ain't gonna lie. Something's wrong with somebody mentally for you to really shit in a bag. Like what?
Bro, this is like a college and career center high school. So these kids are like cropping a crop, trying to do something with their lives. And they over here shitting and pissing in a bag, bro. A Ziploc bag, right? Like that shit is wild.
That's wild.
But anyway, back to what I was saying about like, because I know you told them your perspective on like if you miss high school, and I could say the same thing. Like, I don't necessarily miss the school aspect, but I definitely miss, especially, I went 2 years with you in Concord, and then I moved to Atlanta, and I did 2 years in Atlanta, so I made a lot of friends between, Concord and here. And it's like, I definitely miss, the high school lifestyle,
Social aspect of it, for real.
basically having no, like, having no responsibility. Like I'm still a kid. I don't have to pay bills like I do now. I know I'm gonna go home and not saying I don't eat, but I know like I know there's gonna be groceries in like in the fridge or in the pantry. And it's like I don't have to think about that. But now, being an adult, being on my own is. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say it's hard, but
It makes you appreciative
like,
of what you had.
yeah, because it's like, when you're younger, you're like, damn, I can't wait till I grow up. Now it's like, damn, I wish I was still a little younger, like I still wish I was still a kid. But I mean, I would say the school aspect, especially because I'm not doing college, is just like, because school was never really my thing. So it was like, that I don't miss, but I definitely miss the people. I definitely, especially, not getting the opportunity, to do prom or walk the stage. It's like it was really, really cut short for us, especially graduating when we did. So,
Because we went on that lockdown. It was like lockdown. Everybody's in the crib for months. Couldn't go nowhere. You was on the road. You know what I'm saying? At that time, you got arrested, pulled. So it was like, damn, like we're trapped in the house. We can't walk the stage. We didn't have prom. We're not able to do a lot of these things that we're seniors at the time, and we're excited for it, and it's just cut
yeah,
short.
especially I feel like it really hurt a lot of, friendships too. It's because like someone you see every day, it's like, and that's another thing too. That's another thing why I kind of like the social life in high school was pretty good, but unless you really like are constantly talking to somebody every day, like you would in high school, there are some people from high school. I don't like. We were friends in high school, but we don't say shit to each other now. Like which is wild to me, especially here. It's like there's a lot of people that I know from my high school, but I don't
You know what I'm
we
saying? You
don't
don't know
speak.
nothing about
Like
them out of high school type.
there's like one or two people from the high school that I went to in Atlanta that I talk to still. It's like that shit is really wild to me. It's like how can you? And it's like I mean with you and E and Kelly's different because like we went to middle school and high school together. We lived in the same neighborhoods. We hung out, and then but we still like even if we don't even at times when we didn't talk, we'd always cross paths on the game or just still like something would be going on with us. So it's like I feel like for that type of stuff, it's like it really all depends on where you at, and especially the people around you.
Now, most definitely the people, yeah, because I know exactly what you mean. Like a lot of people from high school, like, yeah, in high school, yeah, I called her my friend, but to this day, like I don't see them, you know what I'm saying? I just don't, it's just I don't know, it's like a part of growing up in a sense. Like we're
Yeah.
gonna go our separate ways, like our separate path. We just
And
do that, like
you know, as a kid, your parents would say that, but you never really thought about it. Like, damn, I might like, I never really sat down and thought to myself, like, damn, well, like, what if we grow up and, you know, I never talked to this person again. It's like, well, now I think about it, it's like this is the way it is, it shit happens, You can't, I mean, if y'all don't fuck with each other, y'all don't fuck. I mean, that's just what it is now. Back then it was like, damn, are they good? But back then, now it's just like, I'm doing my own thing. What the fuck do I got to worry about them for?
nah, facts, right? Shit. But if y'all making some good friends in high school, y'all want to stay friends, just make
And
sure y'all keep in contact.
And I mean, sometimes keeping in contact ain't really like what keeps the friendship. Like, I feel like if you really, really fuck with somebody, you know, like I have a friend, we don't talk 24/7, but like when we do chop it up or when we talk, it's like we haven't missed a beat, like we still like it's like we've always been around each other. Like, especially moving from North Carolina to Georgia, it was definitely like, I had, we lived in a small city. Everybody knew each other, so it was like, you know, even if you weren't the most popular kid, people like everyone knew each other in that city. There was not a place where you wouldn't go where you wouldn't see somebody you knew. And then moving from there to a big city, it's like I've probably met more people in the 4-5 years that I lived here in Georgia than the 16 years that I lived in North Carolina, which is wild because it's like, it's just wild to me. Like, especially being out of high school now, I feel like it's so much easier to make friends and keep them out of high school because, you're in your adult life and it's like, you ain't got that high school drama bullshit.
I mean,
Yeah. So,
because we're adults, you know what I'm saying? The connections we make now is just genuine.
yeah,
You know?
it's not based off the strength. Oh, they go to the school, we in the same friend group. That's what it's going to be. Especially in high school, it was if like if you knew somebody, but I didn't know them, but just because you knew them, we were all friends. And then that's just how it worked. But now it's like, if you come around with something like somebody I don't know, like I'm gonna be like,
man,
yeah, I'm probably never gonna see them again, but I'm gonna still fuck with you, but I'm probably never gonna see them again. Like, I mean, and then sometimes I have friends that want to go hang out with their other friends, and I'm like, well, like we should hang out too. They're like, well, they don't really know you, and I'm like, well, they ain't gonna get to know me if I don't meet them. And then I think about it, I'm like, well, damn, it's like I don't really fuck with people like that anyways. So, unless you're somebody I know, so I don't even really give a fuck. Like, it would be a one time talking to, and then that would be it.
Nah, facts. Nah, I ain't lying. They like life goes on. They is not playing. That shit really happening, man. Life goes on for real.
Yeah. And not only does it go on, it goes on quick. Like if you think about it, we're already 11 months away from the new year already, and it just and this new year just started. Like, what is it? What is today? The 23rd? I don't even know what today is. Should I get? Huh?
24th today.
The 24th. Yeah, the 24th. Yeah. That's wild. That is wild. You gotta think about it. It's already the 24th of January, and that shit just hit. It felt like a week ago I was celebrating Christmas. It felt like a week ago I was opening presents, bro. It is already almost February. Like,
no, that's just like when it was Thanksgiving, bro, and then boom, Thanksgiving was like so fast, and then Christmas, like, damn.
Especially Halloween. I don't know what it. I think maybe because Halloween is like a 1 day thing, but like I felt like Halloween came and then all of a sudden I was eating turkey. Like What the fuck?
Shit moving too fast nowadays. Man. We ain't gonna count. Jeez.
Yeah, but them fast. But
one time
it be moving so fast when them slow days come, and if you be looking at your phone, and it's only like, damn, it's only 12 o'clock in the afternoon. I feel like I've been up for 16 hours. Like, man, like, those days be the worst.
I mean, it'd be 8 o'clock. You thinking it's like 10, 12. You be like, damn, it's late.
You wake up out of your sleep, or you worried, or you about to be late for work. You're like, damn, wait, it's only. Damn, I still got 6 hours before I gotta be there. Like,
no, for real. Okay. You want to do outro?
Yeah, we can. All right, well, that was our second podcast. How you feeling, my guy? How you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling ready. This is a good podcast.
Yeah, that's good. I feel like we could go places with this shit, and that's all from the support from people. We need it. We need it. And like we were saying at the beginning of this, like, really appreciate everybody for sure. And if you keep fucking with us, we're gonna keep fucking with you. So,
you know what I'm saying, don't feel like y'all can't communicate with us. You know what I'm saying, just because y'all see us up on the platform, like we regular people. Like I said that in the beginning, like we regular people. You know what I'm saying, we love to see comments. If y'all comment, we'll definitely make sure to go in the comments, respond.
If you want to get our perspective on something, just put it in the comments. Maybe, and then also too, like I said, once we get it rolling, if you have something you want to talk about, maybe we can get something going where you can be on the podcast and we can talk about it.
You know? We'd love to hear everybody's opinions and have some good arguments. You know what I'm saying, to better see from everybody's perspective. We just love that.
Yeah. All right, my guy. That was episode 2. Make sure comment, like, and subscribe. And we're
Turn the
gonna
notifications on.
We're gonna keep it going from here on out. We're gonna keep it going. Yes, for sure. All right.